just thought I'd do a last minute thing there. I don't want all this stuff go away. Right, I'm clicking on the channel. I'll be with you in a second. Right, just get the stream up a minute. Just do a couple of settings and then we'll be off. Just to add a couple of things, exciting things. I think it was one thing actually, but I'm so excited because it's on. But I might have trouble with the controls today. So if you notice I'm struggling with the controls, don't be surprised. It's because of an effect of this mod. So right, here we go. It is. I think it's Tuesday, is it? Alexa, what day is it?
It's Tuesday, the 31st of December.
Oh, good. At least it's Tuesday then. That's something I got right. Right. Oh, the last day of December, is it? Well, well, well. So if you've oh, was that Ghost come in? Hello, Ghost. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I think that's all. I won't bother with the game title and all that lot yet. I'll just get the link up so I can see the chat. Okay. Right. So I think that was Ghost came in. So hello, Ghost. Is this the right bag? Don't know if I got the right pad here. I may not have the right pad. Oh well, never mind. That'll do. It is Tuesday, thank God. Okay, right, I have everything up. Can I change the... How come I can't change the quality anymore? For some reason I can't change the quality. It's like they've deleted the quality mode, so I can't actually change the quality of that. Why do they do these things? Anyway, let's start, shall we? Yeah, howdy, partners, howdy. Yeah, I got a different hat on today. I thought I'd hit my peak with the other one, so I thought I'd change my peak. I know nothing about anything dealing with streams. No, it was literally just go to the website one as opposed to the app, click on live, and then just wait for it to come through. Once it comes through, put in a couple of settings like it's UK, you know, UK, what the game is, you know, and then click on the link and that brings up the chat. So it's as simple as that, really. It's nothing difficult, even I can do it. So yeah, we left it this week, so it's with Necra today. Now I don't know if I can get Necra on because I've got a bit of a peak on. You know, this might be a bit difficult, so I might leave Necra off, so you'll see me in the raw today. Yeah, I thought I'd moved. Hang on a bit. Let me just sort myself out and write some names down, because I think I got the wrong book. Never mind, I'll write it down in here temporarily. So Skyrim, Ghost, 57. If there's anybody else, I'll get to you in a second. Right, let's have a look. Hello, and silent watchers. Well, silent watchers are silent watchers. They don't have to partake, but you know, if you do, I'll say your name at the end. So please come in. Tell us what you think of Skyrim. Have you done the build of Necromancer where you're not doing any combat? You're letting your dead do all the stuff for you. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. So we're doing chasing echoes today. So we've met Serana, we've led us all through the castle last week, around the back door, and you know, we've got to Valerica's laboratory, and we found all the ingredients needed to put into this thing here. You had to restart due to a mod update. Yeah, I don't know why you have to do restarts now. But so this is where we are. We're in here, and down below,
get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
there is a portal. So we're going into the place that I'm not very keen on. I just find it hard to navigate around it because everything looks the same, so it's a bit hard to navigate. So okay,
get the ingredients in
Serana.
that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Okay. So I'll try and do it without the mask
Get the
today.
ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
So, and the trouble is, I press this. And it's, see, I've got different
Get the
buttons. So
ingredients in that vessel and let
today
me know
there's
when you're ready.
different buttons. So I don't know how I'm going to do this because it's changed the buttons. Because I put on a mod which I've been trying to get for a while, and it's just came in on the latest. And I can't
Get the ingredients in that
interact.
vessel and let me know when
I
you're
can't
ready.
interact for some reason. So for some reason, something's gone wrong with the controls. Which is what I expected, really. So let's change that. Yeah, because that should be square. And that should be... No, sorry. That should be that. And that should be square. So hopefully now it'll work. So now if I press this, right, and then I should be able to activate
in that
this.
vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Yes, okay. Right, okay. Looks like I need to press the X key. Yeah, I was pressing the X key, but nothing was happening because two things are programmed for the X key. So I put on a new mod which has changed the controller. But not too much. But the big thing this controller does is when I push up on this, or in fact when I do, I've got a hold left button that gives us extra features. Okay, so if I press the left button and press square, I get a menu come up for magic. If I press it and do the other one, I get this one. Now I can still do it the traditional way by doing this, which is probably what I'll do. But the other thing it does is hold left button and press triangle, and you get this. Now I cannot use the D-pad. That's the only downside of this mod, which is called Kontrol, and I've got this on Xbox, although it's fitted into another mod, and it gives you 8 quick slots, which is what I absolutely love about it, is 8 quick slots. So I've set them up. Number 4 is zombie. So just talk to Serana, continue the quest. Yes, I will. But I just want to go over it. We now got 8 quick slot buttons instead of 2. So we're a little bit closer to PC now. So if I push here, up, down, left and right, those are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So number 1 is up on D-pad. Right is 2, so they go in a clockwise direction on your D-pad, and if you hold the top button and do the same thing, you get 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we got 8 configurable buttons. But the downside is you've got to use the the joystick to move it. You can't use the D-pad. So that's what you. So I'll set up a few things. So at least we got 8.
The rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Well, it might explode.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I
Why
add my
did you
blood.
repeat that? Yeah, controller. Can I ask you something first? So,
Of course.
I could put
What
this
is
on,
it?
but it's going to be awkward with a peak on. So, I don't think I'll do it today. You have to see me without the impressions. What will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the
Oh,
castle.
it's unplugged the
She was so
plug then.
sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
She should have looked at the cost. See, and I can go down on D-pad on this though. It sounds like she did everything for your sake. I don't know what she was thinking. See, I can't do the voice so well without
She
the
always
mask.
seemed happy before we heard the prophecy.
Well, that's it.
Then it all changed.
This is coming
She
off.
became a different person.
That one's coming
They
on.
both did.
Right, we're just swapping that because see now I can get Necra on because I can't do the voice without the anaesthetic. We won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Let's get that portal open. So I've got a character voice for this character, so I hope you don't mind.
All right. Here goes.
And that's what. That's why I'm wearing the mask. You see.
I left a lot of my ancestors.
Oh dear.
She actually did it. Created a portal with a Soul Cairn. Incredible.
Well, yeah, you can see my mouth, but then you can see the vacant look that I perfected with this character. So, you know, trying to remember those 8 buttons, although I haven't configured them all yet. So we have to go down there. So we're doing chasing echoes into the Soul Cairn. I feel like it's a bad idea. I'm gonna quick save. I don't know if I should go in here, but looks like we're going to. Oh, I've got to speak to Serana. Oh, it won't work.
Are you alright? That looked painful.
Oh, it was. What happened?
Now that I think about
Paper
it,
and pen,
I
yeah,
should have
yeah.
expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in then? Since your health was taking damage. Oh, was it? I didn't notice. I didn't notice.
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Well, why don't you go instead of me then? Save a lot of trouble. Are you saying that I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I guess?
No. There has to be some other way. So I hope you don't mind the
Maybe.
city
We could
voice.
just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
I don't like where this is going. Wouldn't that kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them.
Who are the
It would make you a
ideal
bit
masters?
weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? These are my only options then?
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
Well, I don't want to become a vampire, really. So, I think I'll do the other
Yes.
one. Why don't you soul trap me? I won't feel righted as a vampire. I can't read,
Are
apparently.
you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn.
Right now. I'm thinking, alright, okay, I'm ready.
I understand.
I'll think
Take your
about it.
time.
Wait a minute. No, I'm
Are
ready
you
now.
sure? You'll remain mortal, but you'll find...
I'm
I know
ready.
this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
I don't want to be a vampire. I don't particularly like being a vampire. I prefer being a necromancer. Well, let's just get this over with, shall we? I don't trust you.
As you wish. I promise to make this as painless as possible.
Oh,
Hold
please.
still.
You give me a weakened one. I'll probably die now.
Let's go.
Well, here
Your
goes
mother must be waiting
cooking.
on the other side of that thing.
Beautifully timed. You do gain some benefits with Necromancer if a vampire. You're trying to make me go down the vampire route, Ghost. I don't know, I've never been a big fan of the vampire route. But the only time I ever actually enjoyed it was when I did Saruman. God rest his... although he's still around, apparently. One day, I'll revive him to face the level 80 challenge.
Ugh, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Really? I better get something ready. So, you know, I've pre-configured it. So now, if I press this button here, apparently it goes in my right hand.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity.
No,
Seems
just
awful.
filling you what
Like
my
they're
various
still
changes the
suffering.
game gives. Right, okay. There's To the old man over there, I'm going, well, a soul, should I say. Excuse me, soul.
Emptiness consumes me.
Don't worry about it. It's all part of the experience.
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong. Let's just find my mother and get out of here, quickly.
Yes, good idea. So, yeah, I mean, the only thing I know is the bit in the middle. And, you know, when you look at the map, it doesn't really give you any details. And also, this, where you're pointing in this, does not reflect where you're actually pointing in the real game. Why they can't get a pointer to point in the right direction, I'll never know. So it's really difficult to get out of here, because that's north and south. So we are going south. Okay, I'll just prove that. Well, we're not going south then. So as you can see, it is a mess, this map. So that's got me kind of going northeast. But this has me going south. So don't go by this at all. So why they can't do that, I'll never know. It's another limitation of the creation engine. Hello.
I can't remember how long I've been here. Has it been a day or a century?
Well, who knows? And we come up to our first secret chest, which seems to imply something. Yes, so what do you think that is? Something frosty. Is it something frosty? Let's have a look. Let's look at them and see anything which matches this symbol. I mean that. I'll try the frosty bot. But basically, if you do the things it asks for, it lets you in. And you know, these are. Oh, hello, NeptineScape. Happy New Year. Well, it's not Happy New Year yet, Neptune. Let's not be too hasty. So, hello, NeptineScape. Thanks for coming in, Ghost. Hope we're all well, and I hope I don't upset anybody. And we get a few little things. So, always good to go in here and always look around, because, you know, there's little bits on the floor, like a Greatest Soul Gem. Jub's Opus, page 8. And I can't read that. So I'm not going to attempt reading these things, especially if there's small writing like that. I can't read it, because my eyes is getting that bad. And then a dagger of ice. So always look around, because there could be something, yeah, and a black soul gem. So make sure you really look around the area, because it's dark. It's all dark. But anything you see, you see a structure which has two things or something. The Sydney farts were pretty. Well, it's not New Year's Day yet. It's New Year's Eve. Oh, I see. It's already happened.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here.
Although we're ahead of everybody else.
It's awful. Like they're still suffering.
So apparently I'm going west now. So again, I'm already lost. Right, we're going kind of north.
The dead who end up here for eternity.
So there's all kinds of things in here, and it's very easy. Why is it every time I talk, she talks? So that's why I find it hard to navigate, because look, everything looks the same. You're ahead of me, okay. You can't be ahead of me. Hang on, let me work this out.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for
The
eternity.
Earth rotates in that direction.
Like they're still suffering.
Oh, I can't remember now. Anyway, so apart from this central building, they all look pretty much the same, apart from the odd structure, which is slightly different. So I have a real hard job getting through here. Oh dear. Our first companion.
I knew I heard something.
So what I'll do is, I'll do this, and we'll do that, and that should capture their souls. Hopefully. That's if I got the right one. Maybe I have got the wrong one. Could have been that one. So let me just check my... oh, Soul Cloak is pointing up. Okay. So Soul Trap is... okay, right. Now, I actually might switch to that one because I can keep on doing it. So I've got a few things here, you know, lined up. Yes. You know, and then we got things like this where we can, you know, regenerate stuff, you know. So all kinds of stuff, but I haven't put much on this yet because I haven't really got around to it. So number 4 will be Conjure a Zombie. So
This is all wrong.
we'll have very low armor at the moment until... So we're going to head to this building here. But I don't particularly like coming into this area because it's very easy to get lost in it, and you know, you've got to be aware of where you are the whole time. And there's plenty of these structures where there's hidden things. So always look out for these structures. So we'll have those. They usually got some, you know, a few good things in it, plus look around. But they're pretty bland. You know, I find this is very bland, this area.
Where'd you come from?
Ah. So I'm going to keep soul trapping to get ourselves up to 100 conjuration. Alright, and you can keep on doing it indefinitely. And every time you do it, it will count towards the 100. And you notice she's turning into a vampire there, by the way. Bone men are quite highly powered. They are one of the higher powered ones. So I must have accidentally done that. That means I have more armor now, because I suffer with no armor if I don't conjure something or have a raised dead. So what we'll do first of all is we'll put on the ethereal crown, because this gives us our ability to keep doing this over and over again. Okay, and then we go to our powers, which I might set as a hotkey. So I like hotkeys, so you know, we'll set that as that, right? And we'll activate it, and I'll go to this, and this will make it easier for me to switch, which is why I love this particular one. What's it called? The Ritual Stone, right? So I'm going to set that as number 8. Okay, so normally I'd have 8 as a light, because I like to, so actually I'm going to set that as 6. So I've got to try and remember that. That's the only trouble. Actually, let me do it with something else. I'm going to do it as number 1 and change number 1. So it takes me a while to get used to this, because you've got to set it all up how you would like it. So it takes a little while for me to sort this out. So that I've got on like 4. Right, I've got to do some thinking, so I've got to press that and do that. Okay, so that's going to be it. So I always have our light on 8. I always have one of our skills on that. You don't think I can read? Well, I can read chat, Ghost. I can by just doing that, just holding my glasses. Hopefully New Year's Day and not morning will be cool in temperature. Read my last comment. Does a console user utilise the USSEP patch? Yes, it does. Yeah, I do have to use that. It was January the 1st for you, was it? Oh yeah. I always thought, you know, we set the time and everybody else follows. I can't quite remember where your goes now. So it could be you're ahead. So Happy New Year. So anyway, less of that. I'll try not to. Hopefully that gets in the way. And then that's the kind of boundary. So I get very lost in this location. So that's why I don't particularly like coming here, and I've only really ever searched it thoroughly once, because it just takes so long to get through it. It's such a drag getting through, because everything's very samey and navigation is really difficult. You can only go by your compass really. So you missed your comment again, did I? Right, okay. Hang on, let me take this off. Oh, I'll try. Right. Different experience. Well, yeah, I know the different time. Experienced various holidays. The Sydney fireworks were pretty good. So it is for you, and it's New Year from Australia. Yeah. I always thought because it's December 31st, because 0 starts with us, so midnight starts from us, and then doesn't it turn to the right? So that everybody else gets it after us. So because Australia's behind us, wouldn't they be behind? And it could be that it goes the other way. So I'm not au fait on my on my my skills in my pop. So I finally finished exploring the whole thing with my 360 not long ago, and finally found the last pages of Jub's diary. Okay, so I managed to finally get the thing that I'd missed in here with the pages.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Why not? Who is Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please,
okay.
He's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
Okay, then how can I help?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you?
No, it's Necra.
Arvak, please come back! Come back!
I don't think he can hear you. So we have to look for Arvak's skull. How exciting. So examine these buildings, okay?
Who's there?
They are key to treasures. A plucky soldier. I haven't raised any dead yet. I must start raising them. I can't remember my conjuration's on 100, but you just keep throwing this indefinitely. As long as it's alive, it will count towards your next. And as you see, the bone men are strong. And you notice she can turn into a vampire now. Right, let me just check my conjuration. It probably already is on one. Hey, it is on 100. Okay, right, okay then. So I don't need to bother with that anymore. Alright, now you'll notice all my stats are struggling. Alright, I've only got 50 on that. It could be because we haven't raised anything. So what we'll do is we'll raise something, and then my stats should be better. They're not really much better. So now we have a small army, although they may have turned to jelly, in which case we won't. Oh god, that's a good point. So this would make this very difficult. So there is one of it, his pages. I can't read that, so I will do an appointment for the doctors, but it's just getting around to it. In case I haven't got the absorb health thing, I'll take that, but I'll leave the booties. I know you look around just in case, because it's always dark here. It's hard to see. Someone might be hiding somewhere. So I tend to just every now and again with the characters just come back here and look a bit more. I think I've done the 4 masters or whatever. Okay, right. Yeah, I've always got the patch or whatever. So now, not sure what's over here. So anytime you see, the soul fisher, this will actually harvest souls and fill your soul gems. So it has that use as well in here. Right, but as I say, it's very difficult to get around, because everything, when you're lost, say you go out and and you don't know, it's difficult to get back to the beginning again. You can only look for this big structure, as you're only. So the soul trap glitch to raise conjuration does not work with Gotta shut the thing on my headphones. I ought to take the mask off, shouldn't I? We should not work with that patch. Right, okay. I mean, it seems to be working, so I can't remember what. I think that is the soul one, soul collecting one. I mean, I'll probably forget because I haven't sealed it into my brain yet.
Why can't I just die?
Yes, just die. Hello. There is Arvak. So yeah, if you're careful, he shows up. Just follow him for some reason. Oh yes, and there's a note here. So maybe it shows where the notes are. Again, I won't read that. I'll do that when the eyesight's better. I'll take that. I need to find his skull, yeah. I know this kind of leads me here. So I don't know whether he's trying to help me with the pages or whether he just turns up now and again. I haven't really worked it out. Right, so somehow we have to get past here. And we don't seem to be able to. But if we jump on one of these, we have to find a way to get in there somehow. Ah, there we are. So it looks like it's the frosty treatment again. So let's try the frosty treatment. So this is the only times I will use these magical spells. Unless I'm in absolute dip now. You've just got to find them both. So it's usually 2. He just runs around, doesn't he? So once you do that, again this opens. So that's how you open those things. Because I may have played it before. I might get jabbed here as I go through. Again, they're pretty much empty with just the chest in. So there's not much effort put into this place. I feel like it was rushed out. Because I feel like there could have been a lot more here. But it's gloomy, depressing. Yeah, it's everything you'd want really in a place with souls, I suppose. So that's what they did. So if you can't get it in and there's grates in the way, just look for those things to hit. Some of them are concealed, so. Right, I'll just head towards my marker. My hands at the ready. Are the dead things with us? It seems like they may not be. So I'm not quite sure why Arvak goes over there. But if you look around, you'll find Arvak's skull inside one of those things. Somewhere. So I tend to look for Arvak's skull and some of the pages, then I just visit it another time. This could be the same place. I think it is the same place, yeah. And there's the boundary. But don't forget to harvest these souls. I don't know what level they are actually. I've never really noticed what level it is. And you gotta love the weather, haven't you? So yeah, it's a good idea to visit these towers as well, because they hold things and you have to kill the masters or something. There is a way to more or less find his skull, but the way you run around, good luck in finding it. Well, I tend to just find it, luckily, you know, I tend to search out these buildings and I generally find it. But I don't want to spend too long in here because you know, it's not exactly an interesting place to be, and it's a little bit boring probably to watch. So on the streams I don't like to stay in these too long because it's just depressingly dark and miserable. Just how I like it practically. Oh dear. Well, that is uninspiring. So we'll have a job, you know, because here's one of those masters things and I'm gonna die. Luckily I noticed it. Well, how unfortunate for me. So I've got to try and raise the dead somehow. How maddening. Right, let's fortify some health. Let's see what I got. 23, 28, is that all? Wow, some very terrible ones here. I'll do that one. I may have some food. Got some cabbage soup. It's always nice. Some beef, lovely. And I usually just finish it off with a little bit of raw dragon meat, just to finish it off. And then we'll go to what I think I might put the ethereal crown on a hotkey as well, because I've got to do it twice. And then go to power, which should be that one. No. Nope. Nope. Right, okay, yeah, I've forgotten already. Right, hang on. I've forgotten what I put it on there. That's the only trouble. It's going to take me a while to get used to these things. That was number one. Alright, so now the trouble is I don't think any of them can be revived because they're just puddles. Good idea to search these puddles because you get soul gems in them. But as you can see what I mean? It's a bit dark, it's hard to see these puddles, and you know, it's a bit kind of. But you got black soul gems in here, so it's very good idea to pick these up. They've got useful black souls and things. So I highly recommend doing that. But there was some ideal, was it some ideal masters or something? There's 4 ideal masters. You have to kill the, you know, the kind of main person in it, and then you get your reward. And some of these are portals that take you up to a higher level, and some don't. Right, anyway, let's head towards our target and get this ready. So it looks like we won't be able to animate it then, so I should be in real trouble here. So that's going to make this a little bit difficult. So I'm going to click these because you can hand these in for, and also you'll need it. Yeah, I can't res the puzzles. Yeah, that's puddles. Sorry, not puzzles. Oh look, there's Arvak again. I wonder if he's going back to the same place, or is he trying to tell me something? Does he actually, he just wanders around aimlessly like a cloud. Yeah, I mean, I'll get to the Idol. I've only ever done the Idol Masters once, I do believe. I think someone's knocking on the door. Hang on. Won't be a second. Okay. Just a second, just got to get the key out.
Hello?
Oh, it's as you were talking, right, okay.
Did you want me to check your slip off, or you do it, do it?
Basically the same stuff.
So try it again.
Yeah, do the same thing again.
What's the spare one?
Morning, thank you very much.
What?
Okay then.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Apparently in some places they're already celebrating. They're ahead of us, apparently. Oh, I thought they were behind. Never mind. Thank you, cheerio. Right, okay. Okay, that was a guy with my tablets. How nice. Still a bit of a shame because I quite like the exercise of going to get my tablets, but I always forget to order my tablets, so sometimes I'm running short of them, so it just saves me forgetting them. So man brought around me a new set of tablets. Excellent. Right, okay, so that wasn't too long. Right, I've got to locate Valerica. Right. Wow, it's very noisy here. Right, again, look inside these things. There's one of them which is kind of a bit of a maze, so you know, you'll have to follow the steps. But look everywhere that you possibly can. This could be a troublesome area because I can't raise any dead because they all turned to ash. So that makes this play very difficult. Gotta love the lightning, haven't you? It's so creepy. What? Right then. So I'm hoping Jess will come tomorrow. She said it all depends. Somebody's ill apparently. So if they're too ill, then she won't be over. But she might. Hopefully she will. I think I did say something about getting at least one Attractor spell. Yeah, I may have to do a spell. Right, so don't forget to search all these things because there are useful items. Level locked, as you'd expect. So I won't bother with that one. And careful about the fall. But the Soul Husk things, you will need those because some of them will try to rip your soul out, so, and kill you. So if you eat one of those husk things, then it won't. It gives you, you know, you can resist it for a little while. Well, it's a horrible round, isn't it? But it's a good idea to search every single place, because otherwise you'll never get any of those pages and you'll miss out on Arvak's skull, which is always a good one. So I always like to get that at least. So I may just do that off camera if I feel like it. I may not feel like it. And those are the souls that are roaming the lands. Apparently without any body to sell, you know, so they might be looking for ours, for instance. Oh yeah, and you can buy, there is a trader where you can buy things. They're not great things, I found. And this is the main door. Now, I will go over here. But there are these little places where there's like a light. A little bit of a raised light. And if you jump on them, you actually get transported up to another level. So search those out and try jumping on those things that's got a light on. Not all of them make you jump. Some of them are just lights. Creepy, I know. And this is like the edge of the world. But you know, they kind of look like this, but they will transport you up. So look out for those, but most of them are lights. So I can't remember what the difference is between them. They look very, very similar to me. It's hard to tell them apart. Ah, and we seem to have found a... Is this a word wall as well? It looks like a word wall, but it isn't. Let's have a look. So again, some nice rewards, but some putrid ones as well. I might take that just to dissect
Let's keep
it.
moving.
But at least we have Serana with us. Hello. Okay, let's get moving, as she says. So we're looking for the way into this abyssal. There appears to be a way in there. But especially those things with the lights on, search those. So anything that looks like a bit of a structure, those are the ones to go for. Like say maybe that one, for instance, maybe that one, and some isolated ones in the world as well.
Choosing to come here. My mother must have been terrified.
Oh look, an entrance.
Mother? Mother!
Naked. It can't be.
Oh, it's
Serana?
Mummy.
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, What are you
Really?
doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No,
Wait,
you've got
wait a
it all
minute.
wrong.
I'm going to turn down the sound of the effects because we won't be able to hear what they're saying because they are quite loud in here. Okay, so we'll turn it down. I'm just turning down the ambience is the one that will do it. I'll turn the volume up as well because I like the voice to be maximum and that to be so you can hear it quite well.
We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
So what I mean, it's loud.
You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your
Hello.
mind?
No, you don't.
You, come forward. I would
Don't
speak
you
with
point
you.
at me.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
Well, I don't know why I bothered to put this on. I'm just here for the Elder Scroll.
Glorious. Serana claims you're her guardian, yet your first instinct appears to be greed. I see that my daughter is still as naive as ever. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
She may have, but that's why, yeah, that's why I'm here for the Elder Scroll. So I'll always do a different choice, although
You think I'd
sometimes you
have
don't
the
get much
audacity
choice.
to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls
Yes.
are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
And there's an example. I only get one choice. What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
Really? That could be useful. So how does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal.
Oh, Mola
Tradition
Ball.
dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire.
I haven't, Ghost.
We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Oh. Cold Harbor?
It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal. His place in oblivion.
So it's the tyranny of the sun requires Serana's blood, does it?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
I'll look after it. Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Well, I don't think I'll allow that to happen, because I'd rather have necromancers, to be honest.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
By using his own creatures to kill him. Perhaps her death is destined. Yeah, she's got daddy issues, yeah. Hello, Bambi. Bambi, hello, Bambi. Well, I must admit, it's nice to have Bambi coming in. That is indeed a highlight for today, is good old Bambi. So Bambi Tazilla, right? Which is like Godzilla, isn't it? So I mean, those two go together perfectly. So welcome, Bambi. So I've got a character voice. Perhaps her death is destined.
No, I will not allow that to happen. The Elder Scrolls only tell of events that might be, not events that will be.
And so what about Serana's opinion?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're
I'm not.
here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Did I say that? I'm just here for the Elder Scroll.
I see. You're simply here to stop the tyranny of the sun,
Yes.
despite the cost to Serana. Nothing else matters.
Basically,
The
yes.
stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done
I
in
have.
centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a
There's a point
father.
coming.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that
Really?
makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
Oh
To
no!
protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me
Parents,
if hiding
eh?
me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm
Yeah.
still just a pawn to
I mean, she's got a point.
I want us to be a family again. But I don't
Really?
know if it'll ever happen. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't
I don't
for
think that's
us.
going to happen
But we have to
somehow.
stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder
Do you like
Scroll.
all the new animations?
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too
Yes.
long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours.
Actually,
Your
I want
intentions
it.
are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I
Good.
can.
Otherwise, I'll raise the dead to you. Although, a bit difficult here. Do you have it with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned.
Oh,
Fortunately,
good.
you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
So, what do we need to do then?
We need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins.
Oh.
At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here.
I see.
Destroy the keepers that are tending them,
Oh no.
and it should bring the barrier down.
Okay, well, we'll return soon then.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnehviir roaming the cairn. Be
Okay.
wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Okay then. So we have to kill the Boneyard Keepers. Apparently we've done one. What a stroke of luck. How did you become imprisoned here?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
You're right there, Elkiar. Hello, Ola. Elkiar, how are you? Elkiar 10. Nice for you to pop in. Thanks for coming in, everybody. And, don't just watch. Partake. What was the bargain?
I requested
welcome,
refuge in the Soul Cairn,
Bambi.
and in exchange,
Oh.
I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had
Oh.
foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have
Yes, big mistake, I think. They tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
Oh. So you've become trapped. Rather foolish, I'd say.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
Well, how about I try that? I have special skills. You've been imprisoned here for all this time then. How boring. Do you watch telly at all?
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game. Each watching the other to see which will give in.
Oh, how exciting. So there's a lot of talking on this one. Who are they?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its
Oh, how
elements.
lovely. What do they look like?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn.
Ooh,
I believe there's more to it than that.
how so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form.
Oh, how exciting.
Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
And what about the crystals?
Conduits, through which the ideal masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
Ooh. Why would they require sustenance?
The ideal master's weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls.
Yeah, they do seem
It's the
hungry.
reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
Well, I'll give them a good bargain then. What do they provide in return? A vampire is not fed into... Well, not sure I would want that. Yeah.
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Attractor or Daedra.
Really?
However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the ideal masters wind up here.
Oh, how
As
lovely.
harvested
I hope I end
souls.
up here. If I leave it, can I return?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it.
That was quick.
Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it.
Oh,
and in its
how
place,
nice.
A bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the
Yes,
portal any
yes, I
longer.
do believe there is ghosts. So why haven't you pursued the prophecy?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can
Oh, it
flourish
won't be the
and
same
never
then.
again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
Yes, yes. What sort of attention?
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it.
Yes, exactly.
They would raise armies in attempts to return
Yes.
things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
So we can't do that in the Elder Scrolls, isn't it? So you prefer living in the shadows then?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
Well, I
Be careful,
guess that's
and
it
keep
then.
my daughter safe.
So we have
Let's
to
kill those
find...
keeper things and get back to the prison.
Yes, luckily we've done one, so I may have to conjure something because I can't raise any souls, so I have to break the rules on this one. But yeah, basically I've only searched this place almost 100% once because it was such a chore doing it, and it took me about 12 years to finally investigate the areas that I hadn't been to and find every single page of Jub's diary or book that he was reading. Right, so there's a crystal thing over there. So anything with a crystal on it is worth going to because there are valuables there. So it's a good idea to do that. Make sure you... I can't remember if it's under this. Yeah, make sure you... So if you eat that, it interrupts it for... it resists it for 10% of magic for 10 seconds, and it stops the drain effect. So when you go near those crystals, it will start to drain when you get close to it and drain your energy away, I think, and that will halt it for a short time, and it also resists magic. So you need that to actually survive, unless you just go in really quick and then get back out, which you can do because I've done it. So let's head towards one of these structures. So let's try this one. But usually on the way, if there's anything like this, I tend to, have a look just in case. Some of them are just pillars. That's why it's hard to get through this area. Because some places, like these little things, they have things on them. So it's a good idea to search all of them, really. But it is boring. because you know you just don't really know where you are. I don't know if I'm very close to it. Let's have a look at the map. I don't know if that will help. It does a little bit. So we're honing in on one of them. So I hope you don't mind the voice. It's just a little thing I do. Is please tell me if you like it or don't like it, or you don't mind. I don't want to upset anybody that might not like it. Ah, and there's one of them right there. So I may have to conjure something. I don't particularly want to conjure something because we're supposed to be a raising the dead character. So this is going to go against all of that. So, and I can't reanimate a corpse. But I can do that. So I'll do that Attractor souls. That lasts for a while. 240 seconds. So, you know, it's pretty good going, isn't it? You know, a couple of minutes. So I'll have to do something. So a zombie, not very powerful. Undying ghost. Probably, I don't know. I mean, I usually go by, you know, if it's novice, you know, these are all novice, or you know, it'd be something like adept or whatever would be a better choice, because the higher the skill, you know, the better it should be. That's how I usually work it out. Let me just look round the back here and see if we missed any hidden chests, you know. Yeah, and yeah. I just want to do it a certain way. Well, so I have to do this, otherwise I have very little armour. In fact, I'll have minus 200. So I have to do that. And then we'll do the old soul cloak thing. And hope this thing doesn't hit me. But I think Serana will do all the damage. Oh, along with that one as well. If the... I might be able to resuscitate the gargoyle. Although I think that disappeared as well. It did. Oh, Serana, what hast thou done? I may have to heal Serana here, using my incredible skills of... Oh, she did it anyway. And as you see, they very quickly disappear. So I usually try and grab it before it goes, but can't always do it. Nothing on that one, nothing on that one. But yeah, I tried to grab his soul before, as it, you know, before it deteriorated, and I thought I got something from it. God, that noise is annoying, isn't it? Yeah, that's it there. So yeah, but it doesn't land close by. Right, so again we've got another gate here, which leads to something. Although I don't look as though it does. So we'll have to do this again, and there's two of them again. So we'll go for frost. So to do the favourites, there's like hold left button and that. So a slightly different configuration, but I like it because I can do 8 things. I just got to like hone it in my memory which one's are which. It takes a while for me to get used to it. So I'll do this one and take it off. And do it twice. Good night. What's the good night for? Let me have a look. Not in centuries, I'm not sure I would read that. There's something in here. Good night. Makes no difference what spell you use. Take care, Neptune. Oh, you're off, are you, Neptune? Thanks for coming in, Neptune. Yeah, it was nice to see you. I hope all the celebrations go well. So I'm not sure I got this frost one on here. Doesn't look as though I have. Oh, it's 2 AM, is it? Right, okay. Well, you better whip off then. So again, this is the cold one, and you have to get this one as well.
Where'd you come from?
And there's Serana turning into a vampire. I like that just for the extra effect.
Done and done.
I don't think it reached that one there. Bit hard to kind of hit it. I think it's gone out now. Yeah, there we are. And we come to our first one, which could drain my soul a little bit here. Okay, so if you go towards it, you'll see this happen, okay, and my health starts to deteriorate. So if you eat one of these, that breaks it, so you can get the goodies out of the chest. Parallel, I'll take these just in case I haven't got those. Right, but always look around, because sometimes there are things that are around it. So it's always a good idea to do that. Right, but don't forget, the thing won't last long, so get away, because once that runs out, it will start sucking away your life again, just trying to grab your soul. So that's one done. I think we did one already. So we just got one more to go. Way over yonder there. So I generally just do the minimum amount I want to do in it, and then at other time you just come in and, you know, just look for Arvak's stuff and all that. But it's quite a boring place to stream, because everything looks the same and it's hard to know where, you know, where you are. Basically, another one over there, and you end up having to fight the master in the end. So I think I've done that as well, but only once. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Or that. Or that. I can't remember what my thing was then. I haven't got used to what they are yet. So excuse me while I get this wrong. So anyway, he's at least 12 hours ahead of you and 18 hours ahead of me. Oh right, okay. I think she's a vampire in a moment, so you know, I don't think I can.
I'm gonna have to kill you again.
So I'll just let them do the work, really, basically. That's it, kill them all. And they turn to the smush from which they were created. How exciting. So I could do necromantic healing to, you know, help my friends in need. Oh, he resisted it. What about you? You resist it? Well, you seem to be accepting that. Isn't that nice? Oh, what fun. It is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle! Sorry. Right, okay, we have another one here. How do we get through there? Serana's undead, so she needs an undead hidden spot. Yeah, that's what I just did, Goose. So another one to try and get in. Oh look. So I could do my light, which is configured to number 8, just to make this a bit easier to see. But obviously enemies will see it. So there's one of them, but it could be this one. You know, it's a little bit of a maze, so you have a job getting through it, because you'll forget. I mean, I'll put it this way, I do. I forget how, you know.
Where'd you come from?
I'll let her deal with that. She seems quite capable, as you can see. And you know, I forget to look around. There's little goodies placed in certain areas. But you know, I don't think there's a detailed map of this, so it's a bit hard to get through this, because it is very much a maze. So I just tend to go where I think I haven't been before. But there are little things hiding, so it's always a good idea to get it.
Who's there?
Well, that wasn't much, was it?
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Done and done. Right, now this one is one of those portals, okay? So if I jump on here, it will take us up. Okay, so there's one of those things there. So this isn't one of the things. So what we've actually done is we've come through this here. And again, we have to eat one of these, otherwise stuff will eat away at us. So that we can get what's in here. A lovely black soul gem filled. Again, it's a good idea to search around it, so I'll put the light on. There's a note, so don't forget to look around. They're always, even in normal Skyrim, it's a good idea to look around chests, because there are sometimes things on the floor, under, on the side of the table. If there's a table, like in the main chamber, always a good idea to look around. And there's usually a way back down. Although you could just jump off like this. Okay, so there's no point, that is not an openable one. So we'll just get out now. You never done that? Yeah, yeah, I have. Goes. I decided after about 12 years that I had about 6 of them or something. I decided I was finally going to track it down because I wanted to know what you got as a reward. So that was why I did it and pursued it to the end. So it took me a while to find those last 3, I think it was. I can't get out. The door is shut. I can't get out. They're coming. Yeah, it's an amulet that gives you more. I think it was more carry weight or something. But so it wasn't great. It was, it's only like 20 something or 25 carry. At least I think that was. But I think it was something else as well. But you see what I mean about trying to get out of this place? It's an absolute maze. So yeah, I always got a job getting in and out of this place. I think this is the only real kind of maze. Oh, there is something there, a Daedra on this. So as I say, it's easy to miss this stuff. Sometimes it falls off. Anybody know the way? And there's another chest, so yeah, always a good idea to search it all out. Because, it may not be a huge amount, but it's always a good idea to have a look. Yeah, oh yeah, I was a bit more than I thought. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was, but I know it wasn't bad. But it's one of those things where I can craft something better. Yeah, I can't find my way out. And the trouble is, it doesn't exactly help you, does it? Oh, it does. Right, it's that way. Okay, right. So it is that way. So we generally want to go in a south direction. So it could be that way. Could be. There we go. Right. Okay. So you can tell. So there is an element of detail on this map, but it's not. It's only when you zoom in that you actually see some kind of detail. But if they didn't have all these blotchy bits in the way, it'd be even better, which is what they had in Oblivion. Everything was much easier to see in Oblivion, but because you can see the stairs, that's the way out. He misses a lot of your chat, does he? So I hope this is going to be enjoyable today. It's a little bit of a dull place. There's another portal at the top. Oh right, oh is there? Right, okay. Well, Grosta kind of says a lot more, but I try to get to the others. LKR. There's a new first-person animations in creations. Oh right, thanks LKR. Lol, you didn't see the chat. Right, okay. Thanks LKR. Sorry I missed that. Yeah. Well, it's because he puts in a fair bit into the chat. So if somebody just puts in one, I may miss that because I'm looking at something else. But because Ghost is doing it every now and again, I eventually see something. So I tend to see his because first they're helpful, and secondly, he comes up more often. Right, so we've got to get over there now. Let us go. So a little biscuit while we're walking. Very crunchy. How I like my bones. What I mean? But I won't want to go back in there, guys, because I usually like to try and get in and out of these places as soon as possible, because it's just depressing place. Well, you know, it was interesting, but you know, slightly on the dull side. And some of them are just nothing. So it's hard to distinguish between the two. Have we done all, maybe we did all three then? We just get the correct one up. I ought to do a save, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's a good idea. Right, we have one more to go, okay. Right, I'm going to watch it here. But it's not... I appear to be stuck. Right, it's behind it. 2 out of 3, yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. So, yeah, I did notice that there are some new ones coming, and some I'm very excited about, because one of them is XP 32 or something, which is an animations mod. So I'm hoping these superior animation mods are going to come into the game more and add more gestures and things into it. So that's exciting. So I'm going to keep my eye on that one. Which is, I think it's XPM, you know, some long name, but it is really good for making animations, and you know, when things fall, they fall more naturally, as opposed to, you know, shooting into space or something. So I tend to not search so much on this first go. I tend to do it more on later things that I do. I tend to do it off camera because it's a little bit dull in here. Not exactly the most exciting place in the world to visit, because it's dark as well, a bit gloomy, you know, just how I like it, I suppose. But even for a Necromancer, it can be a little drab. But yeah, it's always a good idea to get these and harvest a few souls. Only one per fisher, unfortunately. So, you know, just go around here harvesting souls and just fill those empty ones with nice full ones. So again, we have a structure here.
Who's there?
Which will usually have some enemies in it. You miss. So I'm just going to venture forth into the mist. Otherwise I stop getting over that bit. But I do believe that's either a light or a portal. Which one is it? It's hard to tell these days. It's just a light. For those who use the USDP and want to do the Soul Trap glitch, check to see if the mod Soul Trap exploit reactivated is... It's available for console users. I know it's available for PC. Okay. Alright then. What do you mean by the Soul Trap glitch? What is the Soul Trap glitch, Ghost? Is it that it doesn't work? Why don't you fill us in? Yeah, one of these should lead up. Ah, right, it could be over here. Because obviously they will have some goodies. Maybe not the greatest goodies in the world, but you know, still worth investigating. So we have to find the portal up. Which, yeah, I can never tell which one's the portals and which ones are not. Oh look, a way in. Oh, and there they come out of the floor. Oh, you seem to be stuck halfway through the floor. Oh, how disappointingly average. So I'm just going to find out what my I've forgotten what my soul cloak is. Just have to do that at some point. We'll do that so we can get his soul. Why don't you hit it? I say, Mr. Average. Well, we seem to have a bug. I may have to do something just to activate him. But apparently, he's, you know, Serana is not interested in that one. Can be a little bit strong, these, you know. I have to do it myself for a change. And watch him melt. And it looks like that. Oh no, no, did it appear? No.
Let's kill those keeper things.
Up we go. Done it now. I'll tell you what, I'll do a normal save. Let me pick one out. I have to go all the way down the long list of all different names to find the correct one. But I can only have 2 saves per person now. 2 hard saves. Because of the mess up in all the stuff. So again, we've got to eat one of those so that doesn't hurt you. Open that to get that, that, that and that. So a Reaper fragment. We've also got this, which apparently we've already seen. But don't get a look around. Some there are, you know, extras, some there are not. So it's a good idea to look anyway. Alright, then get out before the thing starts sucking the life out of us. And just check around the corner, you know. Right, we're heading towards the ozone. Which has got to be very close, because there's a great wall there that you cannot surpass. Oh look! Is it an evil master? Yeah, it's a shame I can't raise these, isn't it? Oh, go away, you innocent. Oh, she's very powerful, isn't she, that Serana? I'm almost jealous. You definitely did teach them. Right then, so we have to go on one of these. So yeah, there seem to be ones that are not lit, but look like the lights. And then jump on it, and you get this all gooey effect. You transcend through the transcendness.
I knew I heard something.
I heard. Look at the way she's turning into a vampire. So I put a mod on that turned it into a vampire. But look out for the new mods. There's some real good ones starting to appear. So when we're pausing it, rather than the sound. I'll tell you what. I'm going to turn the. I mean, what is causing the? Is it the ambience? Is it the magic which is causing the noise of the, you know, the lightning? Because I'm trying to turn that down. It's very loud. No, still loud. Go, Serana. Oh, look, it's trying to suck him up. I'm very tempted to grab his soul, you know. I'll just do this just to irritate him. No, it didn't work. What a poor old soul. Well, it looks like she's already did it. What an easy romp this was. I do like a nice romp, don't you? I'll just find out where the dead body was. This kind of blob is very inaccurate, a bit like the whole game, it's inaccurate. And then you know, you got to go to the top of there. So I'll try and find the body a minute. There was some smush somewhere. Or he could have fell off. Oh well. May have missed that on the soul, that's cool. Right, so we've got here. And there should be another one here. Isn't that nice? So it's like tar, isn't it? But with knobs on. Oh, I think that takes us back down. Oh, how crispy. I do like it crispy. So now we've got all of them, and we can go to see Valerica. So while we're heading there, I'll have another biscuit. These are so crispy that even though I've left them out of the box in a bit of, just a piece of plastic with a hole in the, hole in the end inside the box, and even though it's not self-contained or whatever, these stay crispy for probably. I've had these over a week, and they're still as crispy as they were when I bought them. Magical. Oh, the wonder of science. Science! Yeah, back to the vampires. Sorry if I missed other people's text. I do try my best. Let me just check if I missed anybody else. Because sometimes I do miss your actual name coming in. Let me just check a minute. Let me take this off.
You know what I mean.
I'll take this off for a minute. But yeah, I was seeing the animations one, so some real good ones.
You know what I mean.
I think I caught up on them all. So
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this
because we had the animations one where they could add all the animations in the game into one package, so that everybody has them, and that will make it a lot more varied and interesting. I quite like the animations one. Yeah, as long as they don't bring out a death animation, which is extremely slow, because that's one of my main things against Elden Ring, is the very slow getting up off the floor, which is not become the slowest, and the fact that you never get any decent armor in the entire game, so you're deliberately kept weak so that you can easily be killed. I know it's just it's a poor mechanic, really, to making you weak and others strong, and also you're slow at doing stuff. Samurai is supposed to be quick with your sword, and all I can do is go like that. It's just too slow.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
You managed to destroy
Serana.
all three
Valerica.
keepers. Very impressive.
Are you able to give us the scroll now?
Yes. Please follow me.
Okay.
Keep watch for Durnehviir. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
I'll have a dog fighting him. I'll just let Serana do it.
Well, you know what I mean.
If you say so.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
So, don't forget to pick all this up. A cure disease one. A book of the Daedra, as you'd expect, and immortal blood for the vampires.
I can't believe
Plus we could
found
do
my
some
mother
potions.
alive. Well, you know what I mean.
And just look around and see if there's anything around. And through the door we go from the Boneyard. Right. Now that I'm happy. Oh no! The final battle.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, good point. Good joke. But yeah, I mean, could I just say a little minute? Most games, you start off weak and then you get stronger and go through. So they're balanced in that way, so that you progress. Elden Ring's only one I know where you do progress, but it's extremely slow. And even when you get to the end of the game, it's very hard to get a decent armor which protects you. So they deliberately make you weak throughout the entire game, while other things, it's like, as an example, You know, they throw all these things at you with the bosses, you know, they have lightning things, you know, things that follow you, all kind of, you know, death, you know, all kinds of stuff. Whereas that they do something, you know, like that in Horizon Forbidden West and Zero Dawn, where they throw lots of stuff at you. But the thing is, because you progress and you get better things as you go through, you're able to deal with it to the point where you can easily get rid of them. Nowhere in any point in Elden Ring until you're like into the hundreds do you actually feel like you can comfortably beat things.
Wait, I hear something.
You can only beat the kind of minor things.
He's here. Defend yourself. Where'd you come from?
But even when you're high level, it's still hard to actually kill a boss because of deliberately making you weak. So that's my only gripe really against Elden Ring. It's not Elden Ring no. So I'll just wait for them to, you know, I'll do a bit of healing. You know, I'll try and help them out a little bit. Bit of necromantic healing. Oh yeah, he resists it. Now come Serana. Oh, that's the other one. Oh right. That's it. Keep going, mistress. Where's Serana? Is she around anywhere? Just look for a vampire. So I can't really do anything here. I'll just let them do it. Because I can't raise the dead. Oh, there she is. Let me just help her out. She's probably not even weak. So I'll just help today. Oh dear, mother's in awful trouble there. I mean, I'd say we're going to get him pretty soon. Please don't bite her. Oh, well done. They're extremely floppy, aren't they? And he doesn't have anything on him. I don't think I'll bother going around collecting all these blobs. I sometimes do, sometimes I don't. Got your favourite Attractor spell or even the Dremora spells? Yeah, I'm trying not to use them, Ghost. Silly, I know. Right, we seem to be heading over there now. Off she goes. This is what a lovely castle. Isn't this nice? Any hidden secrets here? Any deep joys? No, nothing really. Just a nice... Oh, she went all funny there. And reappeared over there. She has a habit of doing that. She is a vampire.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
Well, there you go. What makes you say that?
Volumes written on Durnehviir allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken.
You may be wrong. Go on.
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnehviir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
But, you know, if I can get away with it, I will. How long will that take?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
See, that's a particular animation there, that walking side to side, which was brought into Fallout 4 from this. So it first appeared in here on the DLC, and it was brought into Fallout 4. So they tend to, So I'll take all this stuff because it's all valuable stuff. Some of them are the more rare items in the game. So it's a good idea to snatch all this stuff up, including the paper. Best to have such a... Well, yeah, I will do that, Ghost. So don't worry. When the time is right, I will use a spell. Just I'm trying to do it, as little as possible. However, there appears to be a thing in there. Apparently, I can't open it. Some reason. Have I got to press a button or... Let's have a look. I've got to retrieve it. Oh dear, don't tell me we're going to have a problem with this. You keep saying that, but nothing ever happened. Well, yeah. So how do I open that then?
What did you want?
Can I open it? Oh, don't tell me the thing's not going to open after all that.
Let me get the scroll's case opened.
Oh yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if she had to open it.
What did you want?
I think she has to do it, doesn't she? That's why I'm trying to move her from the spot. I think I've done all these.
Now.
Yeah, I'm trying to move her towards it. It looks like she's supposed to be going to open it, but she's stuck here. So that's why I'm trying to move her towards it. So keep on doing it and trying to get her to move towards it.
What did you want?
And hopefully she'll get there and do it. You know, it's just a little Skyrim thing, don't worry about it. You know, just keep aggravating her. She'll gradually move closer and closer, and hopefully it'll work. Please. If not, I'll reload it. Go on, it's right in front of you.
What did you want? When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a...
I'll just wait for it because you've already done this.
Fortunately, I was able to... Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, don't tell me she's not going to open it. If so, that
what did you want?
Kill the quest. Oh dear, don't tell me we got this. So a good way is to do a quick save, then load that quick save. And sometimes that fixes it. So we'll see if it works. It might be we have to restart the game. So let's hope it will work. So what I'm going to have to do is go back to the main menu and then reload it. It's a good one for fixing quests sometimes. I don't want to restart it because that would lose the stream, and this is where I get 2 errors come up as I'm trying to load, and I think that's what causes these things to go into the wrong place. Oh dear, looks like we can't open it. So I'll try this one instead. Why these things don't get fixed, I'll never know. But they never seem to get fixed, do they? Well, I don't think I cancelled it. I think she just stopped talking and started walking towards it, and then she just got stuck here. So I think I did finish the last thing, but for some reason she won't.
I'm glad you're here. Let me get I don't think I could be doing this alone.
Maybe I've got to talk to her. How are you feeling after talking to your mother?
Relieved, I think. All those things had been building for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her.
Why did you ever agree to her plan?
Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter.
Oh, what a shame.
I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them.
Really? She doesn't seem very fond of him.
The moment we gave ourselves to Molik Bal, things got really icy between them.
Yeah.
They were both drunk with power, and pulling in different directions.
Oh dear.
And then he found that prophecy and...
Must have a rope. And you were caught in the middle.
I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power.
Parents.
She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so... toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't blame yourself, but it sounds like they were both being selfish to me.
Oh, they definitely were. I just wonder if that meant it was my job to be giving. Anyway, we should keep moving.
Why is it, you know? It's such a hard thing with families these days. I couldn't bash it, could I? Maybe I'll attack her, you know. Maybe that'll help.
What did you want?
I'll try a few of
What he
these.
fails to read. If eternal night fell, the order of the day would be
Try to kick her back into
I
gear.
do. It's how the I know they're mystic entities.
We've already
There's
done
some-
these, so...
I believe there's more to it than that. I think they transcend what we perceive.
Yeah,
Perhaps
that
they were
was
once
my other...
corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point, conduits, through
So I'm
which the
skipping
ideal
because we've already
masters
done
speak.
this.
The idea. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's the
So if you're
ability
watching
to
and you
summon
wonder why I'm
power-
skipping it, it's because it's
However,
already been done.
The majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter, as you've been traveling in the soul, let's just say, you should find no difficulty using the portal. When I entered,
So I've kind
Soul
of finished it
Cairn,
all, but
I had
she's
intended to
not
strike a
going
bargain
over there
with the
to
ideal
open
masters,
it.
the custodians of this place.
So yeah, I may have to do a save before that. Let me try that goes. But yeah, it always seems to be problems with the Elder Scrolls these days, isn't it? Which is getting really annoying. And that's because they're putting stuff into the game which, you know, it's just upsetting the
I
code.
can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean.
So let's try it again. So we'll have to fight a dragon again by the look of it. So if you can mind me to save after this. So sorry about this. There's one of those Skyrim things. It may be the best
Here's
game RPG to come out for a long time, but unfortunately,
Where'd you come from?
it can be buggy on some things. Yeah. I'll just let her do it, you know. I'll try and do this without doing any fighting, apart from the very beginning.
Get it on the
They're
ground.
so destructive, the two, aren't they? Concentrate on the dragon. I seem to be doing rather well. Alright, I'm going to do the necromantic healing. Oh,
Stay back.
go Serana. Show him who's who. No, it's not Harkin. I think it's quite cool that Serana turns into that. So I think it's a good idea. But yeah, I tried to... Oh, Valerica!
Forgive my astonishment.
Right, let me save here. Let me do a hard save. Right, I'll do that on top of probably that one.
But I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
What makes you say that, Valerica? So I'll have to do this
Volumes written
again.
on Durnehviir allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless
Go on.
the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnehviir's
Well, yeah.
physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long would it take?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
Okay then. Right, let's have where it's this time. So I did all that and then followed Valerica, and this is where it went wrong. Looks like it might work this time. She's walking up to it. Yes. Although it closes. Oh right, so that's what's going wrong. She's opening it but it's closing straight after. So we'll load that in again. Alright. And then I'll jump ahead and grab it before it shuts. Alright, so we have to just do that talking bit again.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
What makes you say
Volumes
that?
written
So
on
we'll just have to do this
Durnehviir
again. I'll
allege
try
that he
and
can't
cut
be
that
slain
bit.
by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless
Go on.
the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnehviir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long will it
Minutes,
take?
hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out.
Right, I've got to try and
Now,
get it
let's
and
get you
take
the
it out,
Elder Scroll,
hopefully,
and you can
before
be
it
on
shuts.
your way.
Oh dear, she's running. So I'll have to be quick. Ah!
What
I
did
should
you...
have saved just after that. You see what I mean? So it just flashed up, but I didn't press it quick enough. So well, I'll have to cut that bit out. So we'll do that
Forgive
again.
my
I'll try.
astonishment,
I
but I
don't
never
really
thought
want
I'd
to click
witness
through
the
it.
death of that dragon.
So I'll save straight after this.
Volumes written on Durnehviir allege that he can't be slain by normal means.
So I don't want to hurry it because that
they
may
were
make it
mistaken.
go wrong.
Unless the soul of a dragon is
I
as
don't.
resilient as
It's
its
the
owner's
bugs.
scaly hide.
It's Mod's ghost,
It's
not
possible
me.
that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnehviir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even
So I'll
begin
save it
to
after
guess.
this.
I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
Come on,
Right, quick save.
leading us to the scroll.
Right, okay, I got it. Okay. Right, we're okay now. Okay,
Glad
now
you're
we'll
here.
hoover all the
I
stuff
think I
up.
could
So
be
I'll
doing
try
this
and,
alone.
get all that neatly. I'll try and cut that little bit out. Pick all the stuff up. I'll try not to pick up the paper this time. There's one quest where you need paper. So, no. But you'll find paper is near where the quest is. So. Alright, so yeah, usually it is shut. Now when she comes over it opens. But it looks like it did the reverse and it was open and then it shut. These guilds trying to nick it, yeah. Right, okay, so now we've done that. I just got to speak to her again. Are you staying here?
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor.
So you
If I
say.
return to Tamriel, that increases
I did,
Harkon's
yeah.
likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
So I'm looking for something. Oh well. We'll return for you when we can. Well, yeah, we'll return to you when we can.
I appreciate your concern
I've
for
lost my
me,
mask.
but Serana is all that I care about.
Oh, there it is.
You
It's on
must
my
keep
head.
her safe at all costs.
Yeah, my brain.
Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe.
Sorry.
She's the only thing of value I have left.
Oh, I thought she wasn't worth anything, but there you go. There we go. So much as we'd love to go and explore this whole area and find Arvak's soul. We'll have a quick look on the way out. So I'll cut that out, so as I'm like going towards it, I'll just show you the Elder Scroll, which I can't remember which one it is. Book I do. No, was it a book? I mean, I always get mixed up on these. That one, there you go. So it's kind of, you know, should be the scrolls, you know, is it in books? I mean, it's hard to tell, isn't it? Right, well, I've got 2 markers. I retrieved the Elder Scroll. Well, it says I haven't picked it up. So I mean about. What is it with games and bugs? It's like they can't even make an open world anymore. Oh, there's Durnehviir. Oh, how nice.
Weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
I thought you died.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch.
Oh, not
between
Laas
life
and Enoch.
and death.
I thought weren't you trying to kill me?
The hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath.
Why are we? More pressing matters, actually.
Forgive me, Quinarin. We will continue this when time releases you from its relentless grasp.
Glad we found the scroll.
But I could talk to you again now.
I wish she could come with us.
I'm afraid you
Glad we
can't.
found the scroll, but
Oh,
I wish you could
does that
come
mean I
with us.
can't? Oh, that was a bad choice, was it? Oh no. Hang on. I thought I'd be able to go back and ask, you know. I think this is where I came out. I'll repeat that then. Sorry about that. Just don't do what I just did.
Come
Close
on,
arm.
let's go home.
Well, I'm trying to do
Stay
different
your
decisions.
weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
Alright, so I'm trying to do different decisions with each character. And so I hadn't done that one, so I did it. I didn't know it was going to stop the whole thing.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life
Oh dear.
and death.
Yeah, it seems to be that. Right, so
The
I'll do that one again.
hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath.
So I won't do the. So if you say no, no, I have more pressing matters. That means you can't continue this conversation, and therefore you don't get a chance to summon Durnehviir 3 times. So make sure you don't choose that one. Just pick the top one.
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors.
Oh, I
And I
don't.
find your ear worthy of my words.
What's wrong with my ear?
My claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes.
I know, Jim.
But I have never once been felled on the field of battle.
A bit like Melania,
I
Blade of
therefore
Maki.
honor
What's it?
name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
Well, you don't have to. I didn't do anything. Oh yeah, I could have been. I found you equally worthy. Did I? I didn't do
Your
anything.
words do me great honor.
Well, I had to say that just to keep you happy.
My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin.
It's Necra,
I
actually.
merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of
Oh,
you.
really? What kind of favour?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul
Oh,
Cairn
tough.
in unintended service to the ideal master. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel.
Well, come on
I
down.
desire to return there.
So what's stopping you? You have wings?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded
Well, you can't flap
place.
anymore?
If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength
Oh,
would begin
dear.
to wane until I was no more.
Or maybe a short trip then. How can I help?
I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel.
Oh, how on...
Do me this
Game
simple
name.
honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen,
Really?
your ally, and teach you my Thum.
Well, that'd be rather pleasant. So I just got to call your name, have I?
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would
Oh,
be
you missed
a
the
great
sun. Yeah,
deal.
doom laden here, isn't it?
I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak
Oh,
my
well,
name
after
to
the
the
mob
heavens
goes.
when you feel the time is right.
Oh, maybe we could hop on his back then if we had that mob. Why do you call me Quinarin?
In my language, the Quinarin is the vanquisher.
Oh, yeah, yes.
The one who has
I
bested
be
a
the
fellow
vanquisher.
Dova in battle.
I've learned all three. I'm very quick. Fellow Dover, but I am not a dragon.
You are the Dovahkiin, the
So they
Dragonborn.
say.
You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title.
Oh. A bit like, Mike Tyson then. How did you end up in the Soul Cairn?
There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and
Oh, I bet you miss those
ultimately
days.
fatal battles.
So were you a part of all that, Durnehviir?
I was, but unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority.
Wow, an intelligent dragon.
I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Gillan, the ancient forbidden art that you call
Whoa.
necromancy.
Best school there is. So you sought the Soul Cairn for answers.
The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead.
Maybe he lied.
In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
They don't seem to like her, do they? They didn't tell you she was immortal then?
I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding.
Such are the evil ways.
They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul.
Is that why you're free now?
Free? No. I have been here too
Yes.
long, Panarin.
Can't leave for long.
The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I
Gloom.
would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there through your call.
I'm almost tempted to help him.
Come on, let's go home.
I'm just having a lovely talk with a dragon.
Come on, let's go home.
Tell Dennis the voice of Durnehviir in the Elder Scrolls 5. Excellent. Yeah, thank you for your snippet of information
Glad
there.
you
That
found the
was
scroll.
a real snipper, that one.
I wish she could come with us.
I need to get some powerful spells, yeah. I don't need them, though. I read the last bit as well about... Hang on. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Yeah, she hasn't fed in several centuries. Right, okay then, so now we have to There's the quick save before you goes. I mean, it's all working okay. But yeah, it looks like I retrieved the Elder Scroll, but for some reason it didn't tick it off. That's one of the bugs that's in Skyrim. Occasionally they don't tick off. But, so now we just have to go back. So it was always going to point toward the whatever. So let me just look at the map and see which one's which. So let's retrieve the Elder Scroll, so the other one. Still think at least one Attractor would not hurt Necra. Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
I'm glad we found the scroll.
The trouble is, Ghost, it takes hours to search this area. So I generally don't. I just look out for some buildings where something might be, and then do a little bit here and there. It's always like one of the last places that I want to do is search this place, because I get disorientated quite quickly.
That'll teach you.
Let me do the Soul Cloak one. So I'll spend about 5 minutes, but I don't really want to search all the area because it takes forever to find this stuff. I just do it when I get around to it. It's another point, but I don't want people to just see me wandering around for hours, not achieving anything. And you know, I'm not going to watch a video to find out how to do all this. I like to do it myself. Silly, I know. Now these things. If you put a soul gem in it, okay, so you can place a soul gem, a grand or greater it has to be, right? And you place it in there, the lightning will strike and turn this into a black soul gem. So it's a good way to get greater ones to become black soul gems. So as long as you have them, but you can only do it once per go, and then you have to come back again.
Let's go home.
Oh no, the mist men have coming to attack. Just look around here, see if there's anything on the floor.
Still remember how to fight.
But you can only do it once, probably per day, probably. Oh no! Oh, we got a level up. Right, okay, let's see. I think I'll probably do Magicka. That's our main thing. Right, is there anything we can do on here, which would be... I'm not going to do the feed the flesh thing. I'll do that when I do a flesh eating one day. That's for bound weapons. I don't want to do bound weapons. Maximum number of skulls increased by 1 for each 50 points. Wow, that seems like a good one. Oh, yeah, I did notice it was red, so but I didn't quite know what it was. Maybe we got vampirism. Restore 10 points of health magic per second to summon or reanimate the dead within 15 feet. So I wouldn't mind doing the burn altar thing, but I'm not sure if I want to. I don't know, what ones do you think would be a good one to do on here? More effective against for each friendly dado, or is it that the soul catch Serana has not fared in several. Yeah. Now, do you recommend any of these goes? When you charge or concentrate a spell, friendly injured conjured Daedra. Yeah, I didn't really conjure those. Well, I just conjure everything. So not sure what to do here. I would like something that improves, gives us more things we can conjure. So this one might be a good one. Maximum number of skeletons increase. Yeah. Yeah, the Edge of Oblivion, I only did that because I wanted an extra slot. I mean, that would be a good one, but this is all to do with bound weapons. I don't want to do bound weapons either. I'll do that on a different kind of build. So I might do this one, because this one does, you know, raises it by 1. So that means I could do 3. If I get the outfit, I'll be able to do 4. So I hope I'm reading that right. So it says maximum number of scale increased by 1 for each 50 points of base magicka. So, you know, that's going to be what, about 6. So yeah, I should be able to get an extra one there. So hopefully that was right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a bound weapon one in at a future date. What's wrong with Serana? Serana, what's Serana, is there something wrong with you? You may need some assistance here. I may have to conjure something. Oh, I may have to conjure something now because I think it's. Why is it these things? When I set them, they go into the wrong hand. I hope they do something about this, because one of the things I don't like about the old Troll is you know, he says for the beginning of his demo, oh, you can put things in either hand. You can't. They sometimes go to one hand first, and then you've got to press it again to get it to go to the other hand. So it doesn't actually work 100% like it's supposed to work. So I've got to help her out because she's not actually fighting back here. Although I think she is now. Oh, hang on. I've forgotten what the soul one is now. God, it's going to take me a while to remember all of these. I'm going to do that one. Number 6.
This won't end well for you.
Right, I've got a soul that time. Well, I usually pick this up because there's usually souls in there.
That'll teach you.
Unless you can find the dribbles, which are highly inaccurate. You never find them, that's the trouble. Especially this place is so dark. Right, now I've got to find out which way I'm going. You see why I'm not crazy about this place? Because the restrictive camera, look, it's always had this problem in all their games. They got a restrictive camera that can't move. I mean, I can do this one, but this, because it's a DLC, it doesn't relate to this map at all. Now, people nowadays, when they do DLC, they've got a new map for it, which you can move around freely. So they don't know how to do this, and it's also it's another fault of the creation engine. It is. They've never been good at this. They've always had a problem, and it's because of the creation engine. And the thing is, a developer that used to work at them said they should do something about it, and they should change engines. I absolutely agree with him, because there are too many things showing up in this creation engine which are proving to not be working very well. And there's lots of issues. You can't hit something when you're jumping. So you can't jump up in the air and try and hit something. It won't work. Right, this is a guy we can buy and sell stuff.
Look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their bones.
What's the matter with you?
I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers. How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients?
Well, no,
do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
No, he'd already left Ghost a few years ago. Okay, and it may be the one that's also just done a new game, a stealth archer type game. But he said they should switch to Unreal Engine 5, which is not my number one choice, because Unreal Engine 5 I had this issue with stuttering. But you know, the new Indiana Jones one, it runs at 60 frames a second, good lighting, great graphics, and does everything beautifully, and that's Unreal Engine 5. So Unreal Engine 5 would be better than the Creation Engine. So that's how you got here. So it's only something he said since he's left, which was, you know, a few years ago.
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. Oh, people would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
Oh, really? So have you got anything left?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win.
I could get you some husks. They're valuable in here. There must be something.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along.
Okay,
the only
more.
thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks.
Yeah.
You know, those ugly fungus-looking things
Oh, I
growing
know.
out of the ground.
They do have
Bring
some
me,
charm.
say, 25 of them.
25, I may
and you
have
can
that.
rummage through what was left on my cart.
What do you
Odds
have?
and ends I've gathered over the years. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal. If you have the husks.
Okay. So they're not fantastic, these things, but you know, if you want a sword, a battle axe, light armor, heavy armor, spell tome, he sells it, and it's like 25 for each. I think we might have 25, or I may have just eaten one and made it 24. We'll see. So let's try a spell tome for this character.
Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it.
Oh, it's
Maybe
prepare
it'll
for
do you some
adventure,
good.
which is
Let's go home.
I do believe it's one of those new ones that I've that are in as part of not Ordinator, one of the others. I think it's, I remember the name now. Which are, you know, there's lots of new ones that you'll notice on here, which are ones that we haven't had before. So they're quite good, but he doesn't, you know, it's not fantastic stuff that he sells. It's only kind of typical kind of stuff you would get in Skyrim. So nothing outstanding, nothing special. I'm going to go in here because, you know, nice chest. Although it may have already gone in it. And he will hover around, and you know, if you want to buy a few little things, why not try out a sword? A battle axe. But I usually just have a quick look because it's very dull for people to watch. So I tend not to want to do stuff that's boring. I want to make it a little bit interesting.
Where'd you...
Okay, it can always tell us a new spot because there's new creatures. So it's always a good idea to explore something with new creatures. But basically, it's anything kind of like this. Oh, I say, that's not very nice, is it? This fools them every time, you know. Serana, are you in the district? I wonder where she is. Actually, I wonder if she's on my list. Hang on, let me have a look at my magic a minute. Have a thing that I can track them. So if I do this,
Stay back.
so if I do, hang on. I don't think I've toggled it. Yeah, I've got to like. No, it's not on the list. It's not on the list, unfortunately. Only Lydia. I don't think Lydia's allowed in here. just look for where the enemy is. Should be somewhere in that vicinity. Where is she? I must track her. So I don't know where she is. She seems to be in distress. So I think we'll head towards Apocalypse. That's it. Yeah, Apocalypse. Yeah, that gives you, you know, more spells, more varied spells. So it's a very good one to have because, you know, if you want to add loads of new spells, you know, I highly recommend that one. Along with Ordinator, which gives you twice as many perks, or more than twice as many perks. You know, which really are great for trying to do new builds. It is, you know, gives some fantastic choices. Like for the assassin one, we can just teleport behind someone as long as they're not armed. You know, as long as they're not like actively like got anything ready to hit. You know, as long as they're just like relaxed. And that makes the assassination really easy. So it's really good on making different builds. So I'd highly recommend that one. It's you know, a lot of people love that one. So yeah, it's trying to. Right over there. Well, that's where we got to go. So we'll kind of. Oh look, there's a sweet soul.
Raising a sword against that Necromancer. The next moment I found myself here.
What
happened?
What a tremendous shame. So I don't want to stay here too long because I don't want to bore everyone. I tend to do like a little bit off screen and gradually do it that way. Because, you know, it's a depressing place and it's... But, you know, maybe I'll do it all one day, but it takes for ages. Because, you know, unless you look at the map, you've got no idea where you've been. I see now is all these weapons that I left there are still there. So I hope they are. Right, so I left all these behind just so that we won't be too heavy, but I can pick them all up now. I think that was it. There you are, Serana, all done and dusted. Right, so now we've got to find the other one. You've got to get your soul from... Hang on, it's not come up. On here it goes. I'm getting like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, where do I get my soul from the cairn? Goes. Have I got to get it from here? Doesn't say on here, does it? Any idea where it is? Because I don't want to stay here too long because it's just boring, this place. There's not much in it, to be honest. The DLC is great up until this point, and then I think it fails a bit on this because there's just not enough interesting things to do in it. So where have I got to go? Have I got to like... Because it doesn't seem to want me to do anything else now. Yeah, I'm checking in miscellaneous. Because it doesn't tell me where that is. Where's Draven's bow? Yeah, for some reason I think it's Draven is in here. Because we probably haven't found the location yet. And it doesn't mark it in the Soul Cairn, but because we're in the Soul Cairn, but it doesn't show where it is. I can't remember where it is, but I know it's on a a pedestal, a small pedestal. So I think you go in a building and there's like a little pedestal, but I can't remember what direction it is, because when you come in here it's very hard to remember where everything is unless you like dot it down on a piece of paper. You have to say, well, that's over to the west. It's not like, you know, they're marked, because none of it is marked, you see, so you can't find any of this stuff. I'm going to go up here in case it's at the top of here. Thieves Guild tunnels, right. So that is, yeah, it's got to be over 50 to be one of those. So we haven't been up there, and they don't exactly give you a way down, but you can easily get down there. So I tend to just go down here like that. Just got to be a little bit careful how you go down, that's all. What do you mean about get the soul back? Do you mean we got to visit? Can you tell me what you mean, Ghost? Have I got to do this, or I can do it at a later time? I can always do it another time. I would like to find Arvak's thing, but I know it's inside a structure, which isn't particularly big. It's one of these smaller ones, I think, you know, kind of like a little square bit like this, and it's inside one of them, I think, but I can't remember which. And it's on a plinth, and I can't remember also if it's on if it's in a cairn, kind of like this. Oh, I see. Well, you want me to... so you mean I've got to go to the towers that's here and defeat the map? Well, I've already done that. Yeah, but that's going to take ages. I think I'll do that off camera, because it's not very interesting to watch this, because, you know, I'm moving around all over the place, you know. It's just a little bit dull and depressing. That's how I find it. Yeah, it is kind of. I think it was in the open, or it was in a. I think it was something like this. So it was something quite small with a little plinth on it. But, you know, I could be an hour walking around here and never find it, because the only reference you've got to know where you've been is this. So, and because it's so restrictive, you can't see very far. So I don't know where the exit is, and I don't know where the other bit is. The only reason thing I know is kind of north, but I could be west of north, so I still don't know where north is. So none of these are marked, you see. So it's only the blanks that you need to visit. It's the only way of exploring the map, because I don't like the fact that it's very restrictive, this map. Which again is an, you know, it's the creation engine fault. It's not capable of doing this stuff. It's old. This was on Morrowind, this engine. Okay, this engine was born in the Morrowind engine. In fact, it may have been the one before that. Okay, and it was called Gamebryo. Okay, and when they did Elder Scrolls 5 or it could have been Fallout, it was changed, you know, it became the creation engine. Here's that was cool, eh? Another one of these. So place the thing, stand back and watch it so it's a good idea to do that.
Where'd you come from?
I'll have a very quick look, Ghost, but I don't want to take all day on this, because it's okay when you know, you're off screen, but to do this while people are watching, it's just a bit dull. So I don't think it's, you know, it's good for people to watch. And you know, the only idea that I've got is, have I been here before? Is just, have I uncovered a new bit? Because it just won't show much. Look how restrictive that is. I can't even move left and right. I just wish they'd change engines to something else.
Only those who have suffered long can find the light within the shadows.
Yeah, I want a little bit of a less dreary play, really. I can't remember if it's in a small little area, like a small building, just like, you know, with 4 walls, just like a little bit, or whether it's just like a ring of stones with a plinth in the middle. I can't remember now, and I can't remember what direction it is. Yeah, I bet some people have made a map, you know, haven't they? But it's not something that, you know, it's hard to map it. How do I know which way I'm going? How do I fill out the map? Yeah, come to think of it, that's the only thing I remember, is the fact I think I went, so wherever the south is, again I can't see where it is, because, you know, I can zoom this out, but it's so lacking in detail. It could be over there and then south, so I've no idea where to go, but that is pointing in the right direction. So we may actually come across it by doing this, and I think it was it was either east or northeast. That's the only thing I can remember, because when I did do it, it seemed to be in an easterly direction. Not much in that one. Oh no, it's a bone man. Plus you might, you know, get one of these books. Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna die like this. I'm not gonna die like this.
Oh, hi Kelsey. What's that, Kelsey? Hi, Kelsey. I take it you like Skyrim then. Who doesn't like Skyrim, eh? Hang on. Get my glasses out. Pluff. What a good name that is. Kelsey Pluff. What a lovely name. You love Skyrim, yeah. I think, you know, even though I might, you know, it's only recently, the last sort of year, ever since that I started to get a little bit less fond of Bethesda. So, you know, I'm a little bit less fond of them now as I was, because a lot of things are broken, which have really annoyed me because I lost all my saves. But, you know, I can't fault Skyrim. It's just, there's so much to do in it. It's hundreds of hours. It's just a fantastic place to be. You know, I don't think anybody's bettered it. I know, just ignore the bugs, right? Right. So you said to go east, did you, Ghost? So I think I went kind of northeast, something like that. Okay, where did you say it was? Oh, head to the large castle. Right, okay, so let's head to the large castle. There's only a few kind of things that I can make out in this world, and you know, just go for the kind of little buildings like this. These are the ones that are going to have something interesting. So I've got to go to the large castle, which is going to be to our north. Whoops. Because, you know, I would, you know, Arvak is very useful because you can summon him anywhere. So have I got to go inside the castle, Ghost, or go east when I get near the castle? Do you mean this entrance and go east? Or do you mean go past this? Is this the castle bit? Yeah, it is, yeah. But you see, there is detail, but it's just all this smush gets in the way. So we'll kind of go east then. Well, that's... But as I say, I've only ever fully explored this the once, where I tried to explore every single missing gap that I'd missed on my first time. And the first time I came here, I did spend a lot of time in this. So, you know, I was in it for hours, okay, before I left. And I, you know, I did find quite a few things. Ah, is this it? Oh, nothing in that, so we've already done this one. So let's keep going west. I'm just going to have a look here a minute. Right, okay, nothing in here. Alright, I'll just see if there's anything in here. Because, you know, we're on the... hang on, where are we going? Yeah, because the thing is, we can't go east of here. That's the trouble. Because there, you know, there is a limit to how far I can go. So it could be anywhere along this kind of axis, but again, I can't go to that to relate it to where we started. That's why it's really difficult to navigate in here. It's the map, really, which lets you down because nothing is marked. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, is these pillars. Because I thought it was inside a building, but then I think I just randomly found it one day with one of the characters that we did. But because that wall is stopping us from getting anywhere at the moment, I'm having hard to relate where I am regards to everything else. Because, you know, although these few things are marked, I don't know, it doesn't say what it is. So nothing is marked. So it makes it very difficult to navigate in it. You know, if the map was bigger and we could, you know, zoom out and so we could see the whole of this area, then we could easily get through it. But it's not, and that's what ruins it. It's the difficulty in navigating it. Because as soon as you go off from north and south, it's very difficult to find its way back again, and the only you can go by is the castle. So it's really hard to find. I think I can get back to the beginning bit now. Yeah. So this is kind of where we started. There's the castle, but that bit's kind of shut off. And the trouble is, it's boring having to do this. Yeah, I'm just wandering around doing nothing. That's why I don't like doing this one, because there's a very restrictive map, so I can't relate it to anything. I can only go by, you know, roughly where it is. Yeah, the last thing you want is problems navigating the world. Well, yeah, but I'm trying. I'm basically. I don't know where the see, because this map won't show where we started. It's hard for me to navigate because, you know, if where we started is here, okay. You know, if it said the Soul Cairn here, then I'd have an idea that, you know, I'm going in an easterly direction, here's the castle, you know, I'd have some idea, but none of it is marked. So it makes it extremely difficult to actually walk around here and find anything. You're literally doing it blind almost, apart from a few things that you recognise. So you're almost blind. You're just going by, oh, roughly it was that direction, roughly, isn't it? There's no accuracy to it.
Who's there?
And because there's like a, you know, a wall. Because, you know, when you're, you know, there's always a good map usually that tells you where stuff is. But, you know, it's even limited in size. So the only thing I can do is to go, because where's the start point of where I started at the south? I've got no idea where it is. Right, it looks like it's that. So it's somewhere over here. I've been over there and I can't find it. Because it's not marked or anything, so it's really difficult to spot it. Because it's not in a place where you would think. It's just in something that just looks ordinary. That's where we've already been. And again, I've got to keep orientating myself to this map. North, south, east and west is the only way you know where you're going in this. So, you know, because it's dark, it's hard to even... I'm going to take that off now. It's even dark, so you can't see things very well. You know, it's a little bit blurry in the distance there as well. I thought it was in a small little walled building, or it was something surrounded by stones, and then there was a little plinth right in the middle, but I've no idea where it is because, yeah, I've only got a very rough guess. I think what I did was I watched one of my old videos of a character and tried to keep an eye on what direction they went. So I rewound it back from when we found the Arvak skull, because I think I time-stamped it, and tried to sort of guess it from where they were on the map. But you see, this is all boring, so I'll probably cut this out. Because the last thing I want is for people to watch a video where I'm not doing anything. You know, they're already 3 hours long, so I don't want to, you know, just be a boring, uneventful... Yeah, that's I'm sort of heading towards more central. Because really there's kind of one kind of road bit which leads to this. Is it here?
I
No,
wonder
not
if
him.
my family misses me.
Where's the Arvak one?
The screams, they pierce my mind. I can't
It might
stand
be
it.
over here.
This is no place for you.
It's where we see the horse. I got a feeling it's where that horse leads us to the man who sells stuff off the cart. It's in that kind of general area. Okay, go. So if anybody knows, you know, can point me more exactly to it. From the stairs, head to the boneyard. Right, because if you look at the map, this shows up, okay, but it only shows up when you're within that area. As soon as you move over here, you can't see this. So once this disappears, I now have no idea where I am. I only can go by the compass. So head towards the boneyard. So do you mean the bit straight ahead? Because it's a bit kind of northeast. It's not even north or south, it's northeast and southwest. So I think if you follow the path, let me just read what you're saying, Ghost, let me get it precisely. So the boneyard, oh, they must have died. Yeah, I think that's what I mean. So as you can see, it's not north, it's kind of off slightly.
Death is but a
which
door,
also makes it
time is
hard
but a window.
to be able to find it.
I'll be back.
I thought it was somewhere small like this. Like a small opening. Now, do I go into it and go right, or do I go right when I'm in it? Because we've already been to the right. Okay. Alright, thanks, Ghost. Is it this one here?
I no longer hunger, grow weary, or feel anything but loneliness.
Oh, it's over here. Right, so here's this man that sells the stuff. So when I found it, I think I was near this, but I can't remember where I went from here. So I'm at this bit, Ghost. Is this near it? Because when I did, I think it was Frandov, I came here and took this direction. I just picked a direction. It was kind of like east or something. Found him, and I don't think it was far off from this point. So we're kind of going in a general easterly direction. So we're looking for a structure with a little plinth in the middle. And we're kind of heading in an easterly direction. Well, I can't remember what that structure was. I can't remember what it looked like. It's really difficult to tell. Because they all look the same, you know. A small altar. Hold on now, okay. That isn't all in the land. That's what I mean. Even doesn't right. You see that it's where this problem is, because I've gone east, so I may have gone a little bit too far that way. So let's go back on the kind of easterly thing, okay? Then the ground disappears. So I mean how bad this map is. So that's the east. Hello Marshall Eversole. Hello Marshall Eversole. If you know where it is. It's kind of appropriate Eversole, isn't it? Ignore the map, yeah. Oh. Good to see you guys, he says. So it's Minecraft Steve 1234. So basically we started over here. But you see what I mean about a map. God blimey. I've gone east, alright, so there's this place here where we met the guy. So it's somewhere in this direction. Well, we think is in an easterly direction. So you know, we're kind of like scanning left and right to see if we can find something with a plinth in the middle. You know, which could be you know, left or right. It's hard to tell. But I'm generally going to try and keep in this easterly kind of area. Right, but you know, if they wouldn't they just mark this as towers or something? We'd have some idea where to go then. But I say they're not very good at maps. They never have been. Oblivion was their best attempt. In fact, arguably Morrowind was better. Alright, I'm going off track now. You played it last night, did you? So we're still basically on this. You see what I mean? Because this disappears. Am I north or south of that? Right, there is Arvak. I'm going to follow Arvak because it could be he is trying to lead us there. And maybe one of those runs he makes is the correct one.
Who's there? Who's there? Ugh! I'm not gonna die like this.
Ah, it could be here. Is it here? I'm just checking my map because this is where we came from, so it might be within this area.
Done and done.
But because of it being so dark and dreary, that's what makes it hard to navigate. Because, you know, you can't really see things very well. Well, there's a Conjure Wrathman book.
I knew I heard it. Where'd you come from?
So basically you just wander around, waking up different creatures, but it's going to be on a plinth like this. So that's what we're looking for. And I'm trying to get back to East Coast. As I say, once you lose track of where you've been before, see now I've no idea. Yeah, all I know is somewhere over there. It's west, and if you take this away, this doesn't help at all. It moves, but it doesn't really relate to where you are because a lot are pointing in a different direction. Yeah, the map is far too confusing. That's what I mean. This is where the map really lets itself down, is this particular map, because this shows how bad they are at mapping the world. It's because of this. This shows it up really well. Because it's so dark, it's so dreary, and the map doesn't work very well. Because also I've gone a little bit too far south now. I think it was yeah, like a little bit of ruined. So yeah, like 4 sort of broken pillars or something, wasn't it?
Who's there?
But because of the lack of detail, because it's so dark, it's very hard to see it. Right, okay, there's a nice shield there, although it just disappeared. So another one of these dupes pages. I'll just ignore that a minute. Excuse me. I'll jump on here a minute, although I think it's just a light, yeah. I don't know where Serana is, she's kind of here, she's not here. Right, I'll have to come to something there now. Oh, this one was always going to be difficult with this character. Again, you know, very hard to work it out. Really, the north, south, east and west makes no sense once you're in here. It doesn't really help, because you're forever fighting against, well, where have you been before? This is why I don't ever bother with this. I mean, Arvak can be nice, but it's just too dull and repetitive for people to watch. So you know, I just want to cut this out really, because you know, I can't relate it to anything. You know, the only thing I've got is this. Which you know, just a mishmash of, you know, I've gone a long way from over here somewhere. So I prefer just give up Ghost, because, and I'll just do it when I get around to it. Because I don't want to be continually boring everybody to death. Well, I do it enough as it is. Really, the castle thing is the only thing of any that you actually know where you are in this place. I'm trying to get back to where I can see where I've been before. The only thing I can remember is it was near one of the bigger round dots. That's the only thing I can remember. Is when I was trying to track this down once, by rewatching the video, it was near one of these bigger ones, you know, like one of these things, as opposed to the small one. That's the only way I found out where it was. But we're getting back to this eastern bit now. But as you can see, is even just trying to find out where you were. See, now this is the bit where we went east. But how are you supposed to see it in this dark? All I'm trying to do is go into the areas where I haven't been. Honestly, I find this depressing. So I'm going to make my way back, because you know, you've seen enough of this to be totally bored. I'm not going to keep boring you to death with this. So I'm going to make my way back where I think it is, because you know, it's difficult for me to work this out. I think it's down here. See, because the map never ever gives you any idea where you are. so you could see these places. I think I'll just be quiet now, so I'm just whinging. I'm trying to find this route out, which is there. Because I spent too much time in here. I spent an hour probably wasted in here, so I'm not going to keep on doing it. I'll just cut this, I'll cut it out.
Who's there?
Because it's not in any way pleasurable to watch, is it? See, this is a difficult one because it's hard to reach that. God, you can't even flip and jump in it. It's like they even made getting to this difficult. See?
What have you done?
Although, if you go the right way, it's a lot easier. Took a long time, didn't they?
Done and done.
At least you found something interesting. I mean, really, I could do with a light the whole time in this, because, Christ, I could do with a massive light while you're exploring this. It would help significantly. So up until we reach this area, I find it, you know, a really good DLC, and then this ruined it. Because of, it's so hard to navigate. Because of, you just can't, see? It's terrible. So I'm trying to think which way we're supposed to be going. Heading towards here. So we've got to come out of the boneyard. Because I'll do this another time, Ghost, because I'm not going to waste time doing this. It's just too boring. That's the only clue you got, is where the exit is. Yeah, I can't remember either. All I know is I stumbled across it, and I think it was in the easterly-ish direction. And I can't remember whether it was, you know, a few stones, you know, a small, you know, I think it was all plinth. That's the only bit I remember. But it wasn't like a structure, I don't think. It was like just something, you know, just something that just, I can't remember if it was had a couple of stones around it or whatever now. Yeah, it totally, this is where this map is so bad, is you can't zoom it out. If it zoomed it out so you knew where the start was, then you'd know exactly where to go. And if you always had that view of the whole area, then navigating this would be 10 times easier. But because it's always doing it in tiny little chunks, it makes navigation extremely difficult. That's why every time I come in here, I just can't wait to get out, because it's so dull and boring and hard to navigate. And I only ever did it once, and that was enough for me. It took me 12 years to go to every single area of this map, and that bored me to death. I spent hours doing it, and I just don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, I think I will. It's just very dull. The map is so restrictive. That's what prevents everything from being easy. It's just a smart and horrible map. It's just pathetic. It is the worst thing they did in Skyrim, was that. And every now and again you'll get this finely grained stuff, although I think we already took it. So I would look around just for the ingredients really. Every now and again I come back and I just pick up the extra ingredients because they like refresh. Kind of like every 10 days I think it is. So that's the only times I ever come back, is if I'm looking for the pages to something. because I always hate it. You can't, it's hard to see, hard to navigate, so it's just really difficult. Right, okay, so let's get off of this, Christ's sake. It depresses me. It wouldn't be so bad if it marked it would be something. At least give you an area to explore, but I don't even do that. Right, so the only quest I do in it is Valerica's quest, but I do not. That's why I don't do it. It's because it's so boring. You don't want to spend hours in it. So it's where the game really. This is where the DLC dies. Really, is this. Everything before and after it is great. But that bit is where it gets dull because of the map. Right, I've got to discover the location of the Elder Scroll. But what I might do is just hand in these couple of things a minute. So let's do this one a minute. So it could be that. Oh, you've retrieved, yeah. I mean, I probably did the first time. I probably did retrieve my soul because I tried to 100% it, and I went into every single area of the map. So I think I may have done it.
Out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Right, I want to see whether the person is there. Yeah, I'm trying to find them, ghosts. Who's that there? Oh, it's a car. Here comes the inevitable dragon. Right, I'll look and have a look and see if Mum's inside. Right, she's not inside. So I've got to find Mum.
It's just me and my mother at the mill here. My father is gone. We don't know what happened to him.
This is where, Detect Life comes in handy, isn't it? Is to find the NPCs. See, as soon as I get out of Soul Cairn, I kind of cheer up. Mind if I have an egg? See, it's kind of all, the character died now as well. The character gave up. Have you seen your mum? Yeah, she's in the house or in there. I'll tell you what, we'll go in the house because she might be like, locked up for the night. 9 AM in the morning, may not have got up yet. But I'll try not to upset her. I'll wait an hour. See if she comes out. It's 9 AM in 10:30 in the morning.
It's just me and my mother at the mill here. My father is gone.
Because she should be up here, working on the mill. See, what I'm hoping for the Elder Scrolls 6 is we have a whole economy system, and we can also do any trade we want. So, because he wants it to be a kind of, the ultimate RPG and simulator. So I think he wants to try and do like a kind of Fable. Okay. I might have to risk it here. Hang on, let me hide behind here, see if I can like hide in. I might have to make myself invisible. Why is she still a vampire? Because there's somebody around probably. I'll just do a potion in a minute and I'll go in the door and if she's there, at least I'll know she's there. Oh, good idea, Ghost. Although I may have ruined it by... See, I'm invisible, like, and yet I'm still seen. It's senseless. It should disappear quickly. Not wait 30 seconds. In other games, they've got that right where you go out and hide behind something. The thing disappears.
You're not supposed to be here.
All right. Wrong place. Hang on.
Going to warn you again.
All
Get
right.
out.
You gotta be quick, otherwise they turn hostile. I don't want to. But for some reason, oh right, she's come out now. Hello.
Here for work?
I
Get
found.
an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
I will in the Elder Scrolls 6. I found Leifnar's body.
No, it can't be. Oh my. And all this time I was thinking he'd been unfaithful to me.
Sorry to be heartless.
I feel so stupid. I've been a fool, wasting my time sitting here helpless when I could have sent help sooner. Perhaps this is all my doing.
It is.
What's done is done. Here, I want you to have this. Bringing me closure was kind of you.
That won't help me at all.
Drop by and see us again if you're ever in the area.
I won't.
I've never seen leaves.
It's nice to be back in the sunny, you know, the views of Skyrim. You know, this is what makes us want to play this game. Is the views, the music. You know, the last thing you want to do is go into that horrible, dark, depressive area that takes, 10 years to get through. But gotta love the lovely lilies, haven't you? So I think that'll do. We've kind of do you want me to summon Durnehviir? I'll tell you what. Let's end with summoning Durnehviir. Let's do a little bit of summoning. I mean, is it powers? It's not, is it? Oh yeah. Thanks, Goon. Oh, I think it's shout. Oh, I can't because. Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh, I can! Right, hang on. Unlock that. Right, I can do. Right. Hang on. Did I pick it? Right, ready? Let's just try the first die. Let's see. Is that I picked him? I might have to point it at the ground. Seems odd since he can fly. So or it could be up in the air. Or it could be, we don't want it to be near a farm. Oh, look at the lovely willow tree. It could be I got to have all three. Yeah, it could be I got to have all three before I can do it. So let me read the text. So it could be that. Come in handy. It's become ethereal actually. So I think we'll leave it there. Alright, so sorry about that. I'm going to cut that out. So I'll probably knock off about an hour of this. Of just random running around and just keep the important bits. So, because see me ambling around for an hour if anybody's want to watch this back. Check active effects, see if it is, which is draining stamina. Oh yeah, he said, yeah, I forgot about that, Ghost. Yeah, see what I mean? Things got in my head after a while, but something is affecting it. Oh, it's that. Oh, wait a minute, we got Whipbane and Boom. Oh, we got 3 things, Ghost. Well, wow, we're in real trouble. Let's quickly get rid of that. Potion of C, cure for disease. I know exactly where things are. Potion of cure disease. Right, see how many that cleans. Oh, thank you, Kelsey. Thanks for coming in, Kelsey. If you can hit that like button on the way out, subscribe if you're new, if you want to see. So. Okay, so that's got rid of it all. These are just 2 things that I deactivated, which is part of, Edge of Oblivion. It just means I am conjured something. Alright? But yeah, it's Tuesdays, Saturdays, Thursdays at 3:30. Oh yes, that's very kind.
Who's there?
Thank you.
Where'd you come from?
No, look, Kelsey's saying goodbye. I don't want anything to stand in the way. So thank you to Kelsey, and I'm going to put a little star on your name and say thank you, Kelsey. Thanks, Kelsey, for all that. So I'd like to thank you all for coming in today. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the going around the Soul Cairn. It's always quite dull going through that. I've had to do it about 4 or 5 times now, and I get bored every time. So I'd like to say thank you to all these people that came in today. Thank you to Ghost57. Thanks for helping me out, Ghost, and thanks for reminding me about that. My diseases at the end. Sometimes it goes in and goes out the rear hole. It's not like I'm trying to forget what it's saying, just that my brain lets me down. So thank you, NeptineScape. Thank you, NeptineScape. Thank you to Bambi Tazilla, which is, it's got to be one of the best names of the day. Thank you, Bambi. LQR10, thank you, LQR10. It's always great when you come along. Kelsey Pluff, thank you very much, Kelsey, for the sub. I really do appreciate every sub we get. So thank you very much. See you later, Kelsey. Yeah. And thank you to Marshall Eversole as well for coming in and joining in the stream. And don't forget, don't just be a silent watcher. Come in and say hello. Even if it's just to say, hiya, Ray Ray. What kind of build are you doing? Just that, You don't have to say anything else. But just say hi and I'll say hi. And you put a like all of it. Oh, for it. Kelsey, you get a big fat like today. Thanks very much, Kelsey. It's very kind of you. So, it started off, it was great fun at the beginning. Into the Soul Cairn. Wasn't quite so interested in there, but did a few things. We just got to find that thing. But I generally, after the stream, if I'm in the mood, that is, because it's a bit dull and depressing having to go around there. What I might do is go back to the video where it showed where I found it, and then try and work it out from the position on the screen, which is how I did it last time. Or just look it up like Ghost did. Yeah, it is badly designed. The structure should have been more individual, so you could tell them apart from a distance. So you could say, "Oh yeah, that's like a big castle." I mean, that's easy enough to see, and you can see the the portal out if you're close enough. But everything else is just like a few standing stones. There's lots of repeats of standing stones, lots of repeats of little buildings. It's just cut and pasted in, really. And I think they were trying to maybe get it out, and so they just put a few things here, a few enemies here, a couple of things here, put a few little details in, and that was enough. But but what happens before and after it is fantastic. It's a really good quest. It's really interesting quest, and I'm really glad I bought it. And it's only like 15 quid or something. In those days, it was cheap. In one of these days, my car might make it to the Cairn. Yeah. I only did it once and looked at everything. I don't know how many hours in total that would have been, but it would have been a lot of hours because I did it a lot on my first play. When I first played it, I spent a lot of time in there, but then after a few hours of being in there, I was like, oh. I had a job to find the exit at one point. But we got some nice mods in, so I'll just show you that mod just to finish off, if you don't mind. It don't take long to load this, but I'm up to about 120 mods now. But Control was on the PS4, so I tried putting my PS4 on yesterday and transferred the Skyrim PS4 version to my hard drive so I could transfer it to the other one, and because it had Control, okay, so these are all our mods, always this one at the top along with that one. 570, yeah, I can't get 570 on it. I could probably get 200 and something, but because some of these mods contain a lot of mods inside, it's actually far greater, because my Xbox has probably got a few hundred, because there are some that I've got which have got a lot of things in it as well. So there's our magical one. So Apocalypse gives you a huge amount of different ways to go on the perk tree, so I recommend that for anybody who wants to do certain kinds of builds, which you can only partly do some of them. This expands it enormously, but you have to, if you do get this one, okay, and you get Ordinator, that gives you loads of different spells, and you don't know how to mod. Yeah, well, if you put mods into your game, it's basically, you know, important changes like graphical, game, you know, the kind of fundamental parts of the game, say like the patch, you know, if you put a mod in, you must have this patch in, because this helps sort of, fit a lot of stuff. But literally, just, you know, if you want to put it this way, if you just want to put a few trees in and you know, a couple of things nice to look at, just put them in. You don't really have to worry too much about where it goes. It's when you start to put lots of different kinds of mods in, then you have to take any kind of care. But you can just read it up on YouTube. That'll give you an idea. This is the one that you get with it. If you do get Apocalypse, make sure you get the 50% more perks, because there will be a lot more perks to unlock with Apocalypse. It does a huge amount. Ordinator. Ordinator is the one that gives you more perks. Okay, Apocalypse Magical Skyrim gives you more spells and more scrolls. Okay, and then this is the patch so that you can use these two together. Okay, and then this is the one that increases the amount of perk points you get. So every now and again you'll get 2 instead of 1, and so that you got more, because there are more perks. You need more points, obviously. So that goes with this Ordinator one. Okay, so you need to have these two, otherwise you'll run out of perks very quickly. Grim Apocryphy is something I'll put on at some point. This is a, you know, kind of religion one where you can like pray to a certain gods, and that gives you boosts. These are all the kind of texture ones, so I place them all in certain areas. Texture ones, places. Now the ones that I put on are, I just put 1 or 2 on, I think. I've got, you know, long hair, blah blah blah. Always put animations after. Always put on animations. I think is it before or after? I can't remember now. Mine's a blank. Right, this is Kontrol. You can have this if you've got a PS4. You can get Kontrol for PS4. Okay, but if you have a PS5, get the Kontrol PS5 version, and this gives you 8 hotkeys. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the D-pad. So normally you just got left and right. For if you're using even if you're using it on a PC, if you use a controller, you only get 2 buttons. But with this, you get 4 buttons. You just or let Vortex do it. But if you press the left button, okay, although it says there left trigger, but it's actually left button. It should be, yeah, L1. Sorry, yeah, L1. Right, press that one there, and then press those 4 buttons. Then you get 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it gives you 8 in total. And what I tend to do is for all my games, I set them all to similar things, apart from say magic or whether it's a sword. But I always do the sword as number 2. I always do say a dagger as number 1. I always do 4 as the shield if I have a shield. So you know, and then quick save is like, you know, L1 and options. Okay, so you know you'll learn it. It doesn't take too long to learn it. And then we got cinematic Dragon Soul Absorption was the other one I put on. So when we get you know, whatever, it should you know, go up into the air a little bit and say something. But it works on Xbox, but I'm not sure if it's working on this. I'm not quite sure where to put it yet, because I've only just put it in. But apart from that, all the rest is just little tweaks and things. Okay, so that's the one that I added, was the Kontrol, which is, you know, trying to kill me at the minute. So I'll do my Kontrol, see, and I can very quickly switch to this without going into the menu. Well, there's all sorts going on here. Oh, it's vicious vampires!
Done and done.
Oh, it's done now. I don't know what that did. Right, ancient vampires. Let's quickly loot them. Oh, ribcage. Yeah, I would like to, you know, rip their cages out. I would like to rip their cages out. But you know, so I'm thinking of doing the bone thingy, but yeah, I might do it. Alright, so anyway, thanks to all the people coming today. I'll take out boring bits of the Soul Cairn, and you know, I'll get to it someday and get the Arvak, alright? So, but thank you to all those people that came in today. Thank you to the ones that subscribed, and thanks to anybody that liked it as well. I'll see you again on, I'll probably do Thursday, probably do The Witcher, I'm not getting too many views on The Witcher, but that's probably because I'm getting a little bit frustrated because sometimes it's hard to find things. Yeah, black to black for each, is it? So see you on Thursday with The Witcher, and then Sunday, if my neck is okay, I'll do Skyrim VR, because I can't leave it a couple of weeks because my neck's been good. It's still paining a bit now, but it is slightly better, so we'll see how it is on Sunday. So I'll see you on Thursday. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you later. Thank you all for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And this is our character. Handsome that she is. You're starting there for an alternate start. So there we are. And you know, she sometimes she's got the mask on. There's the ethereal crown, which I did do a favourite button on it, but now see we have 8 buttons. I haven't, you know, sorted them all out yet. But normally I would have a light that says like a torch or candle light for number 8. So I tend to keep them all similar. So ritual stone is that one. So you know, I'll press that one and press it again, yeah, and do this. You know, I should be able to raise anything. You see? Yeah. See, I'll raise something. So now we've got a nice army of vampires. Isn't that nice? So we all look. Don't we all look nice? I'll see you all next time. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll cut out the boring bits. Hello, Silent Watchers. Sorry, it's the end of the stream now, everybody. So I'll see you on Thursday with The Witcher. And if you want to see Skyrim again, it'll be on Saturday at 3:30 in the afternoon. Same as all the other streams. Okay? Bye for now, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone. Sorry, it's a little bit boring in the Soul Cairn, but it's hard to navigate. Bye for now. Bye. And hopefully Jess will be over tomorrow. Great. Oh, by the way, there was something I want to show you. Oh yeah, this is something I got. So I got a little old-fashioned kind of notepad, like like they would have in in the old days, like in Skyrim days, some dusty old manual, and it's got all these kind of like pages, all sort of burnt, kind of tattered pages, and nice sort of leather bound kind of thing, that a little thing like that, and a little key. It's got a little key on the end as well, a little key on there. I thought it looked quite nice, it sort of fit the RPG person that I am, with coming along my. I'd love to dress up and be have the outfit of Skyrim as well. Jess, you couldn't make it. Bye for now. I'll see you later, everybody. Bye for now. Bye. If you found any of it entertaining, hit that like button. I'll cut out the boring bits. Don't worry, it'll only be about two hours long now. And thank you for coming in. Bye. Thanks all, everybody.